Good afternoon, and welcome to this edition of Roland Sports. I'm Tyler Rowland. We're coming to you here from Teays Valley Christian High School, the home of the 2022 NACA National Champions. And with me is one of the seniors and one of the key players on that team from last year that won it all is Deacon Moles. And first off, a big congratulations to you, Deacon, for committing to Boyce College to play at the next level. And thank you. And talk about that and what it, how it feels that you have the opportunity to play at that level.
Well, you know, just having that opportunity is something I've always wanted since I was a kid. I never really knew if that was like what I wanted to do. Like I never said to myself, hey, I want to play college basketball. But I always wanted to have the option just in case I decided I wanted to go that route. Never really wanted to play big at a big school. Just thought I want to play small level. So when Boyce reached out, Coach McCarty, they had everything I wanted to major in, all the Bible studies, everything. It's a good, small campus, tight family community, which is something I'm really looking forward to being a part of. But when they reached out, I just thought this could be the place for me. This seems like home. So super excited to start there next year and be a part of that community.
And you mentioned the Bible studies and majoring in that. Is your goal to be like a pastor or to be a teacher one day?
My goal right now, I'm not for sure what I specifically want to do, but I know that whatever it is, it's the Lord's work and wherever He leads me. So I feel like this is a good place for me to go.
And talk about one thing that stood out with you last year, and when Chris Pullum and I announced some of your games in the AIT, your hustle stood out. You made so many plays away from the ball, and even though a lot of which may not show up on a stat sheet, but it sure attracted the notice of places like Boyce. Talk about the importance of hustling and being a playmaker away from the ball, even if it's something that may not necessarily make it onto a stat sheet.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you recognizing that. A lot of times it doesn't get recognized, but I feel that every player in a team has its role, and mine has always been, you know, the hustle guy, getting the rebounds, and most of the time I'm undersized, and I don't say I'm one of the best dribblers or shooters ever on the team I'm on, but I can always contribute by hustling and playing defense, which is something I can control. So I think from a college aspect, that's something that coaches really see, and when they see hustle, they see that you can always have that, right? Shooting night, you can have a streaky shooter, you can have somebody that maybe not always going to hit shots, but they know that I'm going to go out there and give it 110% whatever I'm doing.
And one thing that you also give a lot into is community service. And you guys recently went to help out with Operation Christmas Child. Talk about the reward of that and how it felt, and also why it's important to be involved in the community.
Well, you know, community is very important, and we have a great community around here in the Scott Depot area. Our school did a service project for Operation Christmas Child where we had the whole gym full. We packed boxes that are sent overseas to kids who might not be able to afford a Christmas or have the opportunity to have a traditional Christmas like we have here. And then we had the privilege today of going down to Mount Vernon Church and loading up those boxes to send, and it was just a great experience. All the guys had fun, and we're just happy to help.
And on the academic side, you're a player that's looked up to, that your team are, definitely role models. And talk about the importance of being active in the classroom and putting the effort in to make good grades.
Well, it's the most important. I think, you know, a lot of coaches will tell you and a lot of teachers will tell you that we're student athletes and student comes first. Athletics has been a very important part of my life, but I think that we need to focus on what's really important, and that's getting a good education. And I think here at Teays Valley they do a great job at teaching us. And it's not just me that I think people look up to. I think it's a lot of guys that encourage me as well. So I'm looking at these guys, they're doing well in the classroom, and that's encouraging me. Hey, maybe I need to do a little bit better on my homework, or hey, maybe basketball isn't just the reason I'm here, right? There's more to do there, and it's specifically in education. I think there's a great system we got going here.
And for the fan base to get to know you a little bit better, what's something maybe a maybe a hobby you have or a club you're involved with, what would be a neat fact about yourself to share?
Me and a couple of my buddies here actually joined a disc golf team this year, and we played against a couple local schools, Calvary Baptist Academy just down the road, and a couple of homeschool teams, and we played disc golf all fall. Just a fun thing, got outdoors, kept us outside, kept us good community based. It was actually run through FCA, so we had a lot of Christian community based things around disc golf, which was just a fun thing to do.
Wow, that's really, really cool. And lastly, Deacon, are there any shout outs you'd like to give?
Just say hi to my mom and my dad, my little brother, my grandparents. Got to shout them out, or they'll fuss at me. So, how y'all doing?
Yeah. All right, well, Deacon, we thank you for your time, and be sure to stay tuned. This Teays Valley Christian team, a lot of excitement going on. They return a lot from their 2022 NACA championship team. They won a national championship, so be sure to stay tuned. Try to make it out to one of their games this year. And we thank you all for watching today. Rollin' Sports, where you meet the athletes.